today's video, I want to cover Oracle's DBMS output, which is just an Oracle package that allows you to display output from your PL SQL code. So its primary usage is for debugging. So let's dig in. So to enable DBMS output, you need to call a procedure within the package. But before you do that, you have to enable server output. So there's a couple of commands that you run. And these are for SQL Plus. So you would say set server output on, and you give it an amount. This size is how much in terms of bytes that you're going to allow to, it's just a buffer that you're going to allow to go back to your screen. In this case, it's a million bytes or about a meg. And then if you want to just go unlimited, you can just specify that the size would be unlimited. And in that case, your buffer size, it doesn't have a limit to it. You do that in cases where you're looping and you're going to send a large amount of output to the screen and you're trying to debug something. Then you can pull that text out somewhere and then search through it. So the actual command that is most common to use is the put line. So you call DBMS output, which is the package, and then the put line procedure, and then you pass in a string in order to display that output user string. So in this case, I'm passing in hello world. Once DBMS output is enabled, you can use this procedure and you'll be able to see the text. Now, if you don't enable DBMS output, you will not see anything. So it's basically, there's a switch that turns it on and off, and it doesn't do anything if it's not enabled. So like I said, this code is going to display hello world in the output window of your SQL client. We're going to take a look at a couple of examples in a minute. Note that the output window may not be visible by default, and that's what I said before. Depending on your SQL client, you have to actually enable something. And you have to configure your client to display the output or use a separate tool to view the output. So let's look at some examples. So now we're in our SQL Developer window, and I've got a store procedure here named DBMS output demo, and where I'm going to invoke and use the DBMS output package and the procedures within it. So you can ignore this here for now. This is something I have to remember to do when we look at this for SQL Plus. But what you need to do in your procedure is enable DBMS output. So in this case, I'm enabling it and I'm specifying a null buffer size, which means it's going to be unlimited. And then the put line procedure is going to print a line out to your screen. So in here, I'm just saying, hey, I'm inside the DBMS output demo procedure. And I have a null statement. And then here I'm saying I'm leaving the DBMS output demo store procedure. So how do we see the DBMS output window? So in SQL Developer, you're going to go up to your View menu, and then you're going to navigate down to the DBMS output, and that'll pop up the screen that's over here. And what you need to do is click this little plus here, and you're going to tell it what connection that this DBMS output window needs to be associated with. I've got that. So I've got empty output. Now we're going to go and we're going to run the store procedure. So I'm just going to execute the DBMS output demo store procedure. And as you can see here, it prints out those two lines that we put inside that store procedure. So this is a great tool for being able to do, sort of debugging of your store procedures. You can kind of see what's going on. You can get all the output here, copy this out, put it into a text editor so you can search and look for different things within the output to try and debug your store procedure. So that's, in a nutshell, how you can use DBMS output with SQL Developer. So next up, we're going to take a look at how we do similar actions inside SQL Plus. Okay, so let's get a SQL Plus session going. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to set server output on inside this SQL Plus session, and we're setting our buffer size to unlimited. Okay, so now we're just ready to run the store procedure. And there you go. So you've got your text coming out inside DBMS output demo and then leaving DBMS output demo. And again, you can just kind of copy and paste this out to your favorite text editor so you can do searching of the output if you're running something and you've got a loop or you've got a lot of output, you're going to want to search that output to debug your store procedure. So that's there you have it. Just how you do it in SQL Developer, and now how you do it in SQL Plus. Do it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. I hope you're getting something out of the videos. I hope you learned something about DBMS output in today's video. And I really want to encourage you guys to send your questions, and you guys send the best questions and it makes for the best videos. And I want to encourage you to take advantage of the offer that you've got, which is basically free help. I'm just here. I'm just trying to offer the experience that I have and hopefully help people along the way. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.